So hello, coach. First of all, congrats on the 5th place. So, what's your opinion about all the tournaments altogether?
Yeah, was third championships for this coaching stuff, and we was thinking about the process a little bit different as we usually do, because we have been 5th now 2 times, and we wanted to be in the at least bronze medal game, but top 4 for sure. So we was thinking about when the group stage, we knew it, who is our opponents are, so we take the focus on already Switzerland game actually, and group stage, of course we try to win every time, but it was like a process how we testing some things there, so we was ready in the Switzerland game, and Estonia game takes a little bit more energy for us than we was thinking about before the game, and but overall we play a really good game against Switzerland. Of course there's minor things what you can always do a little bit different way, but because we lost that, it was a big disappointment for us, of course, because in the Birmingham, in the World Games, we was already in the fourth place. But in the end, in these last 2 games, we was pretty good, and especially our third line, who didn't play that much in the previous games, they was super good. So that was one key to our success in the last couple of games.
Mm-hmm. And how can you compare game against Germany today and a game against Germany in a group stage?
Yeah, as I said, we was in a different process this time, so you can't compare those, because we prepared the team really bit different way. And of course, we are always in a Latvian team in the tournaments. We play our best games in the end, so which is a really good thing. And I think we learned that how we should coaching in this team in the tournaments.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And yeah, tournament has ended. What do you think about selected squad, and would you change anything if you had such a chance?
No, of course we have to support every guy who is in here. Of course, we miss a little bit with the Christian Stiltins, who was super good in the previous tournaments, but he's injured, and it is what it is. And all the guys who was here and filled their positions really well, and we are proud of each one of them.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And maybe which players surprised you in a positive way, and maybe who disappointed you?
I never say in the media who disappointed me. As I said, I'm proud of each one of them. But of course, there's a lot of positive things as always. But if I have to say, in the last couple games, third line was really good overall. And like Anis and Krietsidis, and I can't announce that name as well, but Tutans. And I think Orste was really good in the whole tournament. And he's a small guy, but attitude, and he plays simple game, and he don't do mistakes, and he's like one of the most positive things about the team.
Mm-hmm. Okay, thanks. And quick question also about goalies. So yeah, do you think that there is such a quality gap between both of them, as we saw that during the tournament you mostly relied on one of them? So how do you comment that?
Well, Salsi has been our first goal in all 3 tournaments in a row, and also Birmingham, he has been one of the best guys in each tournament. So of course in important game, I think he's still in the top in the Latvia, but Markus is really close to him already now, and there is a couple more is coming as a goalies in Latvia. So in the future, I think they get also chances to show what is in the international level play, and people not many times understand what is the difference when you play in here, because here is the top level in the world. So the game speed is different. It's the same as a goalies as well. Situations come faster all the time, and the shots is coming faster and more surprisingly. And you have to take thinking about those things. And we need this in the national games a lot with the guys. And this year we didn't have any camps, so it was difficult to test any new guys. We just playing all the time, so it wasn't that easy with the new guys. Because during this year we have 2 World Champions games, Birmingham World Games, and qualification tournament. So it was really tough here.
Mm-hmm. And yeah, you mentioned the World Games in Birmingham. So how could you compare? Because in terms of results, I think it was better there. So what was the main differentiator? Why it was better there and maybe not that good here? Is it just difference in players amount, or just the time of the game, or what do you think about that?
I think the tournament format is different. So there's 12 guys. Every country takes 12 guys who can play 4 or 5 games in 5 days, and tournament time is the game time is shorter. Of course, it's put a little bit more equal with the countries. I think it was a good format in that tournament, but I wouldn't change anything in the World Champions games.
Okay, and a few more questions maybe about also gameplay, but what we saw. So yeah, many mistakes in middle zones in this tournament. So what's your explanation about this? At least this is how we saw that. Maybe you have a different opinion.
There was some other mistakes as well.
Yeah, for sure.
But, yeah, you have to be game courage high, and especially as I explained already, this group stage, we testing some new things as well, of course, because we wanted to be sure that everything works. Most important games, and yeah, that's normal. I always say my players that if you don't have courage to try some things, then we are strict coaches, because we have to allow some mistakes as well. That's normal. Coaches also do, as me, I do mistakes. We just have to learn it and forget it right away. So that makes, when you're a good player, when you forget mistakes, then you are like a super player after that.
Okay, thanks. So 2 last questions. So yeah, we didn't see too many goals this tournament in fast counter-attacks. So do you have any explanation to this, or what do you think about that?
Of course, that's our goal every time, but especially when you play against Switzerland and those countries, they are really good in defense as well. So of course, it's much harder. And yeah, you have to be good defense, so you can steal the ball a little bit higher. If you steal the ball every time like a corner, then it's more difficult, of course, because there is an opponent as well. But overall, I think in the last games our defense was really good. So we get those counters as well in the end of the tournament, and that was our goal as well. So I think I don't see any problem.
Okay, thanks. And the last question from my side. So there are different rumors about around. So what are your future plans in regards to Latvian national team?
I don't know what I can say. Federation didn't contact me yet, so I really don't know what's the federation plan. But for sure, I want to be in the future as well in this kind of tournament. So my interest is to coach some national team for sure.
And when your agreement with Latvian team ends?
End of this year, yes.
Okay, got it. Okay, thanks a lot. Much appreciated.